Severe thunderstorms, heavy rainfall and flash flooding continue across parts of New South Wales today, with that focus for wet weather shifting to the east coast as we move into Sunday. Plenty of rain on the forecast for today, isolated thunderstorms as well throughout New South Wales, spilling over into southern parts of Queensland and continuing to impact parts of Victoria as well. Now, we will gradually see an easing in that wet weather through parts of Victoria and inland New South Wales later today, and that's as this wet weather shifts towards the east coast. This low pressure system and low pressure trough developing along the east coast are really going to become the main weather feature of interest as we move into the later part of today and go into tomorrow, as this system will act as a magnet. It will act as a sink for moisture and strong winds pulling in from out over the ocean and being directed against the New South Wales coast. Now, the rainfall totals that we're looking at between midnight last night and midnight tonight are really focused across those northern inland parts of New South Wales, where we're already seeing slow-moving thunderstorms pushing through. As the day goes on today, those thunderstorms are going to move eastwards, but they may deliver locally heavy falls that could lead to flash flooding. Our other area of interest is, of course, the northeast coast of New South Wales. We could see widespread rainfall in excess of 40 millimetres across the course of today, but thunderstorms may deliver locally higher falls in the range of 70 to 100 millimetres. If those storms turn severe, we may see a lot of rain falling in a short space of time, and that's when flash flooding becomes a risk. As we move into tomorrow, that low pressure system and trough will deepen off the east coast, dragging in significant moisture and, as you can see, stronger winds as well. That means it'll be a very wet day ahead for the Sydney coast, the Hunter and parts of the mid-north coast in particular, but patchier wet weather is likely to impact much of eastern New South Wales, with the risk of some heavier falls extending down into parts of the Illawarra as well. We're also likely to see strong and gusty winds developing, wrapping around this low pressure system, and that may also generate some large waves and dangerous surf as we move through the course of tomorrow. Now, the rainfall totals between midnight last night and the end of tomorrow show that focus for the rainfall really does pull towards the east coast. We've got widespread rainfall totals of 40 to 50 millimetres likely across this stretch of the east coast, but the highest falls are really focused through the northern rivers, the Hunter and around the central coast, pushing back towards the Blue Mountains as well. Now, those highest falls will be associated with thunderstorms, and if those storms become severe, we may see the high rainfall rates that lead to flash flooding. The top rainfall totals are really focused through the southern parts of the mid-north coast and the Hunter coast as well, but it really does depend on where those storms develop through the course of the day. One way or the other, the main risks we're looking at are that flash flooding risk associated with the heavy rainfall. When a lot of rain falls in a short space of time, our gutters and drainage systems tend to get overwhelmed, and that's when we see water moving quickly over roads, pathways, public areas and private property. This will quickly lead to some dangerous driving conditions where those heaviest falls occur. So if you're travelling for the long weekend or perhaps travelling home for the long weekend, be aware that this heavy rain and the flash flooding may impact your journey. It is worth taking the time to plan out a couple of alternative routes in case you find the roads cut off due to that flash flooding. We may also see some damage to crops, property and trees as stronger winds combine with that heavy rain along the east coast tomorrow. As we move into Monday, we're looking at a generally easing situation as the low pressure system and trough start to pull away from the east coast. We're still expecting to see scattered showers, rain areas and coastal thunderstorms through eastern New South Wales, but they'll be coming patchier as the day goes on, and the rainfall totals we're looking at for Monday aren't as high as what we're expecting through the course of today into tomorrow. With this wet weather coinciding with the long weekend, it is essential to stay up to date via the Bureau's website, the BOM Weather app and via our social media. Stay safe and we'll catch you next time.